officially joined the revolution. The Blackstone revolution, it is. In front of me, what you see here is the Blackstone Pro Series 28-inch griddle. And today I want to give my kind of honest review and feedback on this and really dig into what separates it from the normal series of griddles sold by Blackstone. And I tried to do a substantial amount of research for you guys, and the best thing I can come up with is it's mostly feature driven with a few better feeling knobs and things along those lines. But as far as the actual griddle top, the burners, the kind of heart and soul of this thing, I'm not sure there's really much difference, at least not much that Blackstone has publicized anyway. The majority of what you get, now the good news is the price, if you compare this to the standard 28-inch non-Pro Series griddle, the price is way less than $100 of difference. So the real question is, what do you get for that? Well, mostly it comes down to the coating and the looks and the style of this thing. It comes down to the fact that this one's designed to look substantially more like a classic traditional grill, with the cover built into it, the doors on the front, the enclosed hidden propane tank. So some of the features aside, it being even a Pro Series aside, what really makes this a worthwhile purchase? Is it worth the money? And first of all, the price point on this thing is absolutely phenomenal for what you're getting. I mean, it is mind-blowing where they're able to price these things at. This thing was right around $275, give or take. And I mean, the value is just phenomenal for that. 28-inch griddle top, 2-burner, really nice coating on this overall. I'd certainly give the coating like a 8, 9 out of 10. The assembly was one of the best I've ever had, especially as it relates to a grill. I'd say 80 to 90% of it was already assembled for you, so it's a rather large box, and the entire main box and frame of this thing is actually pre-assembled. You're gonna put these shelves on, the whole top is pre-assembled, it goes on as one unit. The doors, a couple other small things, throw the knobs on. I mean, it's about a 20-minute assembly time, maybe at most, which is, I mean, just phenomenal. Again, for the price, super hard to beat. I don't really want to get into like the pros and cons of using a griddle, but I have personally actually replaced my traditional home grill with this thing now. So all of our grilling, and it's really just expanded what we're able to do instead of just having a grill. Guys, I would definitely give this at least a 9.5 out of 10, if not higher. One small issue I have overall with it, but if that's my only problem with it, then it's certainly pretty awesome in my book. So, I mean, just between all the features, the overall quality, the assembly, the performance of it is just, I mean, everything you could possibly want. And again, when you keep referencing it back to that price point, it would be great at substantially more money. But the fact that it's for $275 and you get this amount of quality and performance out of it, really hard to beat. The one issue I referenced is the way this top goes on, and I think for mine it was just a little bit of like a manufacturing defect or something. Maybe they're all like this, but the whole top, so this cover, the actual Blackstone, is really all one piece. It's pre-assembled, and it's sitting on these little pegs that have these grooves it's supposed to just slide into. So it doesn't technically secure to the top of this. There's no bolts or screws or anything to hold it on, which has some benefits, but it just is not quite as secure, and mine just didn't quite seat in those as well as I thought it should have. Certainly not a big deal. It's so heavy, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere, it's sitting pretty nice and level, but just something small to note about it. But again, if that's my only complaint with it, it's pretty good. I mean, the buttons are great, the actual ignition system is really spot on. The quality, I mean, it's super hard to beat with this. So if you've been thinking about going with a Blackstone, absolutely don't hesitate to go with any of them that they have. They're all high quality, but this Pro Series, they've got the 28-inch and they've got the 36-inch. And also in my research, the only difference I have seen is just the size, and the 36-inch comes with 2 drawers that pull out versus just the 2 doors on this. But otherwise, I don't think there's any quality difference. There's just some price difference, and then mainly just the size difference from this one to the 36-inch. And again, there is quite a few features and quality differences from the standard Blackstone to this Pro Series, but you know, none in the actual technical performance department that I could personally find. But I don't think it needs any, because I think Blackstone's a phenomenal product, phenomenal company across the board, no matter what level you're at, whether it's a small 17-inch camping one up to the biggest Pro Series that they have. You're certainly not going to be disappointed with it. It's simple, it just performs the way it should. A couple of kind of neat features. This lid is awesome for money reasons, but it really makes the whole thing dummy proof. So it's actually hinged when you open it up, and it swings back quite a bit and then falls in behind and sits right there. What's so cool about that is it really dummy proofs you potentially melting your siding. So it kind of goes back and covers, or actually insulates, where your burners would be. And with the way it swings, it ensures that to open the cover, you have to have proper clearance to your siding. So you can have this thing effectively clear back touching your siding, and it probably shouldn't melt your siding that way. So I don't know if they intentionally designed it that way, but it's a really awesome little design feature, in my opinion. And that's about it that I have on this, guys. You know, you're really going to be impressed with it, even down to the caster wheels that this thing sits on. Some of the highest quality caster wheels, and I was not expecting that at all at this price point. So, you know, please give this a try, or any of the Blackstones a try. But I just kind of want to touch on what you might expect or get with this Pro Series specifically versus the Standard Series. Because I didn't really know a lot going into it, but I mostly got it just to get a kind of traditional grill look, to get that propane tank kind of hidden out of sight and protected from the elements a little bit, and just for some of the other features that it came with and stuff. And I think it's definitely worth the little bit of price difference between this and a comparable base model 28-inch Blackstone, and same with the 36 to the comparable base model 36. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you like this video, please drop a like down below. Feel free to comment, see if I missed anything, etc. And then give your feedback in the comments as well. If you've got a Blackstone, if you've kind of joined the new revolution of switching to Blackstones, maybe you actually switched from a grill to a Blackstone, feel free to drop that down below, your feedback on it. And please subscribe if you want to see any more light content for kind of generic home camping project. I mean, just anything kind of home related is what we're aiming for with this channel. And I thought this was kind of fit that bill pretty well. Thank you.